Shannon Sharpe, ladies and gentlemen, is working on something really big, ladies and gentlemen. He has something coming up, and I don't even know what it is exactly, but I definitely want to break the news to the people. Just buckle up. The sky's the limit. A lot of people are speculating on what direction Shannon is going to move in, but it is what it is. But Shannon seemed to be out here in the garden, and he had an amazing quote. I'm going to get into the basis of what it was, but definitely follow Shannon Sharpe on all platforms, because that way you get all the information, news, updates, and more. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV as we continue to document the Shannon Sharpe situation, so you don't miss 1 second of the coverage. Now, he was in the garden with a camera crew, and he had some quotes stating on the lines of he went out to pick some weeds. He's making, room for the next, season to come in so many words, and just stay tuned, basically, what I took from this quote was Shannon Sharpe is not, messing around. I think he's going to go full blown independent. We really don't know, but I do want to highlight what's going on, what's being trailblazed in sports. It's been going on for some years, but it's really has been intensifying as of late. I don't know if people have been recognizing the situation, but a lot of the professional athletes, they're coming to, off of actually the networks. Usually you see them retire, go to the network. No, they're not doing that. They're going full blown independent. And I'm seeing all of these guys, even some of the biggest names ever, that's, one of the talking heads. Look at Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith happens to be now independent, doing some things. He obviously is still with the network, but he's doing independent stuff. And it seems like this is going to be the new norm. These guys are going to build their own stuff on the side. They have the name, they have the cachet. So everything should fall in line at the end of the day. And we all know that Shannon Sharpe is not done in this business. Lord knows what he's got coming up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's something exclusive on his YouTube channel. I wouldn't be surprised, or who knows, is he with a network? For all we know, he just can't announce it. The finals is almost over, so after this season, Shannon Sharpe is about to be quote unquote a free agent. Now, I do believe that Shannon Sharpe has something in the bag. All this news is breaking like rapidly, and now he has a camera crew and all this stuff out there in his yard. I mean, I think that's something, that we need to monitor. And it's just crazy. Shannon Sharpe is the talk of sports right now. He's completely dominated it. We got to keep it 100. You can't turn on no kind of media publication and not hear Shannon Sharpe plastered all over it. I guess you could say he's very well deserving. Very decorated player in the NFL. I think this man knows a thing or two about sports. Definitely got my respect. I told people I always wasn't a huge fan of Shannon. Especially in the beginning. Because it was more of I didn't know who he was, but he came to grow on me a little bit, and he definitely upped his IQ outside of football. And that's what you want to see. But this new trend where you see the JJ Redick, you see all of these guys. I mean, seriously, all of these guys have, in some form or fashion, have some kind of independent channel doing something on the side that has nothing to do with what they do on the day job. And I think that's a lot of work, but I think that's sending a message to the networks as well. So if the networks was the one to send you out, you still got your own situation. So it's all about what direction these guys want to start to move in. I think we're in a pivotal place right now in sports where Shannon Sharpe, I don't want to put too much on his shoulders, but he could be a trailblazer in terms of we look back and say, wow, he did this, this, and this, and look what has happened, look how it's impacted so many, but I think that Shannon, I think it's time for him to get back to who he is. I think we're going to get a more unleashed Shannon Sharpe, because, he's on Fox and, you got to play by the rules. I'm pretty sure Shannon want to get a little just unleashed, and really be able to say what he wants to say and speak on why he left and the things of that nature. He's going to talk about it. Wait till you get to a different platform. But Shannon Sharpe, he's the number one man in sports right now in the middle of the finals. Shannon Sharpe has dominated the finals. Man. And then it's just weird. They didn't mention it too tough, on Undisputed. I'm pretty sure eventually we'll figure out what's going to happen. Who knows if the show is even going to continue, but obviously it will, but in what capacity and how much will the ratings drop? Because I understand that Skip Bayless is the man, but you still have Shannon, who brought in a sector of people. He became a rising star. A lot of eyeballs, a lot of attention was on him. So it's definitely something to monitor, But it is what it is at the end of the day. I don't know where Shannon is going to end up. Will he be on Fox? Will he be on Showtime? What network is he going to be on? Is he going to be on ESPN? These are valid questions. Is he going back to the NFL? Who knows? Everybody, you don't know what he's going to do, So, me personally, if I had my guess, I believe he's going the independent route. I believe he's going the route of he's going to run his own situation, and it's just going to go down like that. Mark my words. Shannon Sharpe is going full-blown independent, not with anybody, not with a network, and just going to run it off YouTube, and eventually I think get picked up. But, I think he's just going to be such a big commodity. I think it's going to be good for Shannon. But the thing is, on these big time networks, it's nothing like it. The exposure. Shannon Sharpe, I know they leaving on a bad note, but it was some good times. Undisputed was good for his career as an analyst. So we got to highlight that as well. It's just so many things that led, and it happened so rapidly, And I'm pretty sure it was always some things, but it was able to kind of smooth over. But these last situations, it was no smoothing over. It's Flight Sports TV. Shannon Sharpe is working on something big. You better look out.